Hello everyone, I am Dr. Abhinav, and as we have seen in our last video, we saw about the final 50 days plan and strategy for UPSC CMS exam. So in that video, I have told for the first 30 days you will be revising, and for the last 20 days you will be doing ultra high yield topics and also the previous solving the previous year question papers. Now, as I have promised you already, I'll be now giving the ultra high yield topics which you will have to be revising in the last 20 days before your exam. Okay, from these topics I have especially taken it after reviewing the last 10 years of UPSC CMS papers. So from these topics, you will get at least 140 questions out of the 240 questions. So you can easily pass the exam and also score a very good rank in the exam. Okay. So as said, these topics are to be done only after the 30 days of revision. Okay. So for these topics, you need not go to new notes. These topics are already there in your notes. What you will have to do is just revise it from your notes. Okay. Don't go for new materials. You will have this already in your notes. Just revise it again and again. Okay. So before we start, there's a special discount going on in Maro app. So this is especially for the foreign graduate students. This is Maro NEET PG Plan C. That is, they're giving it only for 24,500 rupees. So you'll be getting 1 year with additional 2 months or 3 months also free. Okay. So if you are interested in buying this, click the link in the description, or you can direct messages in our Instagram account as well. Okay. Now, going into the topics, the first subject we'll be seeing is medicine. Okay. So in medicine, the important topics are to be seen are first we'll have to read about the heart murmurs, both the systolic and the diastolic heart murmurs. These are very important topics. Usually, lots of questions are being asked from these topics. So then the next topic will be hypertension. So mainly in the hypertension, you'll see about the criteria for diagnosis and the complications, the urgency, emergency, and you will also be concentrating more on the drugs part. That is the ACE inhibitors, ARBs, beta blockers, calcium channel blockers, and diuretics. And then the next important topic will be the coronary artery disease. Now you will see about the ECG criteria for diagnosing ST elevation MI, non-ST elevation MI. You will also see the management of those things. Then the electrolyte abnormalities. These are very important topics. So you will be asked about the hyponatremia, types of hyponatremia, hyperkalemia, ECG changes, and how to treat those conditions. Okay, all these things you can be asked. You can also be asked about the hypocalcemia, hypercalcemia. Then the next important topic in medicine is stroke management. So usually you need to know about the CT scan findings in the ischemic stroke, also hemorrhagic strokes. You will need to know about the management part. Okay. Then they are also usually asking about the headache and its types. That is about migraine headaches, tension headaches, and those management. Then a lot of questions are also being asked in the COPD and asthma. All those findings in spirometry and also the guidelines of management. So who will be needing inhaled corticosteroids? Who will be needing systemic corticosteroids? All those things you will need to know. Then the next important topic is tuberculosis. This is always an important topic in India. So you will need to know about the complications of TB, extrapulmonary TB, and all those things. So then the next topic will be pneumonia. So you will also need to know about the different organisms causing different types of pneumonia and their specific findings. Okay. Then the next important topic is acute kidney injury and chronic kidney injury. Okay, chronic kidney disease. So you will need to know about the dialysis types and the criteria, the stages of CKD, and management of AKI, the types which are renal, pre-renal, post-renal, and also about the kidney profile tests. Then you'll need to know about the acid-base disorders. You'll be asked to solve problems like metabolic acidosis, alkalosis, respiratory acidosis, alkalosis, and all those things. Then for the hepatitis, you will be needing to know about the titers and the diagnostic values, which will elevate when, mainly for hepatitis B. Then another important topics that have been asking in the recent exams, not previously, but in the recent exams, I've been seeing lots of questions from celiac disease, Whipple's disease, all those malabsorption syndromes. Then another important topic, diabetes. Mainly you will need to know about the management of DKA, hyperosmolar syndrome, and diabetes, other microvascular complications, macrovascular complications, and the management. The new drugs for diabetes, you will all need to know about the drugs and mainly the side effects of the drugs. Then for you will also need to know hypo and hyperthyroidism. Mainly what questions they are asking is about the symptoms. So which symptom will not be seen in hyperthyroidism, which will be seen in hypothyroidism, those kind of questions. And in men's syndrome, usually questions are being asked from men's syndrome, all except type. So men 1, men 2, 2A, 2B, 3, all those things. For SLE and rheumatoid arthritis, you just need to know about the markers, all those anti-DNA, all those different types of markers for different conditions in SLE. Then you'll also need to know about the HIV, well, mainly the life cycle of HIV and which drug is acting where in HIV. Okay. Then it is good to know about COVID-19 and management plan on the CTE criteria, everything. So that's all about medicine. So these are the important topics. So you can cover these topics easily. Then the next subject we are seeing is pediatrics. So first, you will always in pediatrics, it is very important to know about the milestones. Okay, milestones, which is normal, which is abnormal, and all those things. And about the breastfeeding, the proper attachment of breastfeeding, when breastfeeding is contraindicated, when it is indicated, you need to know about those things. Then vitamin deficiencies, mainly importantly, vitamin A deficiency, vitamin B deficiency types, and iron deficiency, zinc deficiency, all those things. Then also know about the Down syndrome. In the Down syndrome, mainly you will be needing to know about the clinical features of the Down syndrome. Then also a normal and abnormal newborn. So you must know which is normal condition in a newborn, which is abnormal condition in a newborn. You must know about how to differentiate between those things. Okay. Then the next important topic is neonatal resuscitation. So neonatal resuscitation, they will be asking like when you should start giving breaths, when should you start giving CPR, when you should stop giving CPR, and all those kind of things. Then neonatal jaundice, the physiological jaundice, pathological jaundice. Also know about the Gilbert syndrome, Crigler-Najjar syndrome, all those things. Then learn about the seizures, pediatric febrile seizures, and its management. Then pediatric pneumonia, the guidelines which is given, all those management plan, when you should refer to higher center, those kind of things. And also chest X-ray findings of congenital heart diseases, the what food sign, snowman sign, figure of 8 sign, all those things. Okay. Then diarrhea and its management in children. You need to know about the fluids, the holiday cigar formula and all those things. Then UTI in children, how to diagnose the criteria for diagnosing UTI in children, what should be seen in the laboratory values and all those things. Then neonatal screening, that is usually done for congenital hypothyroidism, the maple syrup urine disease and phenylketonuria, all those things. Then in the surgery part, first important topic is GERD. GERD and Barrett's esophagus, how it is converting, all those things are important. Then you should also see about the gastric cancers. And in this, you will also need to know about the levels of gastric lymph nodes and what surgery, what type of gastric dissection is done. Okay, all those things. Then the peptic ulcer disease. What important here is the complications of peptic ulcer disease, the perforation, the obstruction, how to manage those things that are commonly asked. Then variceal bleeding is also commonly asked. How to manage portal hypertension, variceal bleeding, what tablets to give, how to proceed with the management. Then cholecystitis, acute cholecystitis, and its management is commonly asked. The more commonly asked thing is that, like, uh, when do you need to operate in an asymptomatic cholelithiasis patient? All those criteria and those kind of things are asked in cholecystitis. Then you should need to know about the acute pancreatitis, mainly the complication, the pseudocyst formation, how to treat those complications, those kind of things. Then intestinal obstruction, you'll need to know about the dynamic, adynamic obstruction, the intussusception, volvulus, all those X-ray findings and all those things. Then you will also need to learn about the colorectal cancer. The main important thing here is you will need to know about the genetics of colorectal cancers and the syndromes associated with it. Then hydrocele and what are the surgeries done for hydrocele, and hernia, the direct hernia, indirect hernia, and the named hernias. Okay, all those things are important. And while studying hernia, also learn a little bit anatomy of the inguinal region. Renal stones, how to manage it, the shock wave treatment, types of renal stones, all those things. In BPH, what are the markers, serum PSA, and other things, how much are they elevated? You have to learn about those things. Then thyroid cancers are always important, the types of thyroid cancers, and what are the histological findings in here, what type of resection should be done, you need to know that. And oral cancers, also learn about the which are malignant, which are non-malignant, and types of neck dissection in oral cancer, the lymph node spreading, those things are very important. Then pneumothorax, you also need to know about the immediate management and what are the signs and symptoms that is found in pneumothorax, all those things. And burn and classification, the treatment for burn injuries, all those fluid therapies, and the rule of nine, those things are asked. And shock and sepsis. What are the types of shock? What is the how much blood is lost in each type of class of shock? All those class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 types of shock are to be learned. Then when seeing the obstetrics and gynecology part, mainly for the obstetrics, the postpartum hemorrhage, that is mainly asked. All those adynamic uterus and how to treat the postpartum hemorrhage, how much blood loss is considered as PPH, all those things. Then pregnancy-induced hypertension. So the eclampsia, preeclampsia, HELP syndrome, and treatment of eclampsia and preeclampsia, the pre-chat regime, those things are important. Also in anemia in pregnancy. Okay. Then ectopic pregnancy, the management, the common questions asked in ectopic pregnancy are like most common site, which part of fallopian tube, all those things are commonly asked. Then you will also need to know about the antenatal care, the antenatal visits, what will be done, what are the scans done, okay, those things. And abortions and types of abortions, what are the features seen in those types of abortion. And you need to know about how to differentiate one type of abortion from the other type of abortion. And the physiological changes in pregnancy is also very important. Just need to know about the what are the CVS changes, respiratory changes, those things. Then in gynecology, if you see, mainly they are asking about polycystic ovarian disease and criteria for diagnosis and mainly the treatment. Okay. Then cervical cancers are always important questions, and staging of cancer, types of what are the treatment done, all those things. Then the Mullerian abnormalities, the unicornuate uterus, bicornuate uterus, those things are asked. Then genital tract infections, PID or asked, or trichomonas, bacterial vaginosis, all those things are covered. In contraceptives, you'll need to know about the important new updates in the contraceptives that are given in India. Okay. Then amenorrhea evaluation, the primary amenorrhea, secondary amenorrhea, how to evaluate a patient coming in with secondary amenorrhea, what are the tests to be done, progesterone challenge test, estrogen plus progesterone test, all those things. Then know about the menstruation physiology, what hormone is elevated in which phase, follicular phase, all those things. Then finally seeing in PSM, you'll need to know about the cohort versus case control study. Now, lots of questions will be asked, like problem solving questions. Okay, you will need to know about You need to find out the type of study. You need to calculate the odds ratio, the relative risk, all those things are asked. Then know about the national immunization schedule, the vaccines that is given in children, and also know the levels of prevention: primary prevention, primordial prevention, secondary prevention, tertiary prevention, all those things. Then sensitivity versus specificity. You need to know about how to calculate the sensitivity of a test, and the positive predictive value, negative predictive value, all those things. Then also learn about the health indicators. Okay? Then food adulterations like the neurolathyrism and all those things. Also learn about the international health agencies, the WHO, UNICEF, where is the headquarters located, okay, all those things. Then the healthcare system in India, the ASHA worker, uh, primary health center, secondary health center, all those things. Then nutritional requirements, how many calories is required, how much protein is there in egg, all those kind of questions. Then the important health programs that which are expected to be asked in this year exam is the TB program, leprosy program, malaria program, and the blindness program. You will need to know about the updates of all these programs, and uh, reading all these topics in the last 20 days will be of really helpful for you, because many questions will be asked from these topics only, because that is how this exams has been going on for the past 10 years. Okay, so I also expect many questions to be asked from these topics in this year exam also. Hopefully you will all be learning these topics, and everyone will do well. So all the best for you. Thank you.